Hello everyone, it's Q Breezy, and today I wanted to talk about Vileplume. So the other day I was talking to my good friend Toxic Heat, and we were just, for some reason, Vileplume came up, and we just were talking about how it's so underappreciated, how it's so tanky, and it has like great abilities and great moves, and it's just a great Pokemon. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a video about Vileplume. So here we are. And if we look at Vileplume initially, it doesn't look like the greatest Pokemon, right? It's a grass and poison type. That's sort of typical. There's a lot of those, and they have some big weaknesses. Um, they're weak to flying, fire, psychic, and ice. And most of those types are fast, and they're sort of used as sweepers, right? Like if you think about psychic types, you think about Alakazam. So like one psychic, and like you can just get like annihilated, right? Or a flying type, like a very speedy flying type, like a Crobat, might like one shot you. So you're thinking, oh man, like, is this Pokemon any good? Then you look at its stats, and they're not even the tankiest stats, right? It has like a lot of special attack, decent special defense, and then it's like health and defense are like average, right? And it's really slow. So all those like types that are gonna have super effective hits on you are probably going to outspeed you, most of them. But then we begin to realize that Vileplume has some really great things going for it. And the first one is its ability. Uh, One of its abilities is Effect Spore, and if a Pokemon makes contact with you, you could put them to sleep, poison them, or paralyze them. So this can like completely neutralize a threat, right? Like if someone's has a Gyarados and like they're trying to like build up that moxie or something, and they hit you, um, you could put them to sleep or paralyze them, and then it's sort of like it gets rid of one threat, and that's huge. If you're lucky enough to get the effect sport to activate, and then the second thing is its access to the move Strength Sap. Like this move, oh, it's so amazing. It saved me so many times. Um, if you just switch it in on something like a Garchomp or like a Crobat or something, even if they hit you for super effective damage, if you survive and get that strength sap off, you're right back in it. Like you get 100% health, and they're not going to be able to hit you as hard. So it's really good against physical attackers, despite initially its stats not seeming that way. So I added Vileplume to my team. I already had one ready, um, and I recorded it so we could see just how Vileplume works. So here I lead with the jump bluff. I normally try to get a sleep powder off, and then I can U-turn into something else and set up, or try to give myself options. But in this case, it misses, and Golem explodes, which is actually hilarious. Uh, I thought it was a fun move on their part that they didn't just go for the stealth rocks there. Uh, the jump bluff really throws people off the first time they see it. Um, and here I get the chance to kill this Weavile, and that was huge. Weavile is pretty strong against my team. I don't have many ways to counter it, so that was huge for me. And then here there's this Crobat, and I'm like, damn, this is another good Pokemon against my team, one that's capable of sweeping it. But luckily I got that Focus Sash. I hit it for that super effective damage. And here I'm wondering, should I go for a Mach Punch to quickly kill this thing? If he switches out to that Rotom, it might not do anything. So I decide, because I see that he has mostly physical attackers, to go for my Vileplume. And this is why he's so good, because once you realize that your opponent has a lot of physical attackers, you know you can survive and spread status and neutralize some threats. So here, I land the sleep powder luckily, and Diggersby is asleep, and I can just Giga Drain for super effective damage. I know it's gonna do a lot, and I kind of neutralize that threat. And I don't think he's gonna switch out here, but I just want to make sure. And I know that the Sludge Bomb will kill him either way, so I'll hit everything pretty hard. Um, and yeah, one more threat gone. Uh, and we're just waiting for him to make this new switch. I see the Crobat. I'm thinking, oh man, I hope he doesn't get anything like a crit or anything. And sure enough, he doesn't. And sure enough, the Strength Sap just completely restoring my HP, completely just walling that Crobat. It's just amazing because that's a super effective hit from a really strong Pokemon. And like the threat is gone now. I actually made a mistake by going for that Sludge Bomb, and you're gonna see why right here. I should have went for another Strength Sap. Because now my health is at a point where I can't tank a hit from like a Banded Dragonite. Like Outrage is super powerful move, and then Dragonite's a super powerful Pokemon, and the band is like makes it even more powerful. So it's not looking too good for me right now. Dragonite's a huge threat, and I lost my Vileplume, which is like normally sort of my counter to it. But I have other ways of dealing with it. So I set up the Reflect here because I know that I was not going to be a one-hit KO. And then I know I'm going to die, right? Right? There's nothing I can do. He's going to kill my Celebi. I'm willing to lose my Celebi here. Because then I can switch in my Meganium and then Toxic his Dragonite. And then I can just spam Synthesis and hope that I survive. And that's sort of my goal here. And I got really lucky with the confusion too. I was really fortunate that that happened. I don't think I would have won if he would have not hurt himself in confusion so many times. And I can just spam Synthesis now, and it's like the deal is sealed now. Like I just have to be able to survive. The Dragonite's gonna die, and then I don't think I've seen his Rotom yet, but it's normally Rotom Wash. If it was if it was a Rotom Heat, I'd be screwed. That would be a real big problem for me. But fortunately, it's not. It's a nice, good old washing machine. You know, not so threatening. And yeah, I can just go for the Giga Drain and get the nice win. But here, this was a good example of how to use Vileplume and how to, or when to use its abilities. You know, when to use its moves. I should have went for one more Strength Sap, recovered a little bit more against that Crobat, and I might have been able to keep surviving against that Dragonite. But either way, it worked out. But yeah, Vileplume's a great Pokemon, and I think everyone who's watched this video should consider getting one because they're kind of easily accessible, and like there's a lot of shiny Oddishes out there, so you can get like a shiny Vileplume. It's sick. And they're affordable and they're easy to move set for the most part. Besides, that one move Strength Sap costs like 500k. But besides that, you're fine. Like it gets access to great moves. Just such a great Pokemon. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.